What are you doing at 36? I think he was at the
At
time
this your
around
big
there.
Jurassic age. At this your big Jurassic age. While
I'm
your
like,
mates are having baby showers. Your mates, they're having first baptisms are happening. Meanwhile, at this your big Jurassic age, you're here popping balloons. Ah! Welcome back, y'all, to another beautiful and very colorful episode of the Untitled Africans podcast. I'm your host.
What's your shoes? Are those slides? Are those Crocs? You know what happens when you like don't put on your shoes properly because you just got to step out really quick, so it flattens the back of.
Nope, these
That's what
don't
I
have
keep
a.
thinking they
No.
are. You know what I mean?
These are Birkenstocks, babes.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a new
Well,
design.
Faux Birkenstocks. They're not name brand, but they're the same.
Do you know what I mean though by
Yeah.
that? Yeah.
When you be stepping on the back, yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
That's why I'm like, I feel like it's an illusion.
You really do suffer from ADHD. Because I didn't even get through that entire intro, and you was already like, "What are those?"
No, because I had been peeping it, and I like hadn't asked.
These are shoes.
What are those?
Yeah.
Back at it with the white Vans.
Back at it with the beige clogs.
Back at it with the black no labels.
Shout out to No Label. Because, you know, we're very much
untitled.
Very much untitled.
Yeah, very much untitled shoes.
Untitled shoes, untitled clothes.
Untitled Africans.
Period.
Welcome
back.
The Untitled Africans.
Yes, another beautiful episode. It's been, I don't know how long.
4 or 5 seconds to count down. I don't know what should be singing that song. I got 3, 4 seconds to have. You got 3, 1 seconds to have.
Do you know we literally have 30 minutes before we have to leave the studio today?
Okay, then go ahead.
I can't even get through an intro.
I'm helping you with it. Was I not? I'm Wangechi.
And I'm Brian, aka MC Batty B. And we're back, y'all. It's been a glorious week again. Lovely week. How are you feeling, Brian?
Yes.
I like this color on you. It's pretty.
Thank you, friend. You know, I gotta
like
rep my UGA.
Woof, 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 woof. Okay.
And black.
That was a lot.
Here's the black. For
that
those
was
of
a
you
lot.
watching.
That was a lot.
Go dogs.
You could have just said that and left it. The barking was...
The barking is the spirit of the university, you know. It's bred within you once you attend.
Bred within you. Bred within... That's what she said.
Within you. Like they breed them dogs to get a new mascot every other year.
By the way, aren't those mascots like... Or at least that specific breed, the amount of times it's been bred, like it's actually dangerous. Like they don't live that long.
Yeah,
they have like breathing problems.
The type of
the
like
English bulldogs.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Girl, that's who you repping.
Yeah, the asthmatic dogs,
the sleep apnea dogs.
Honey, and they be having her or she or he or it or they. Yes, walk across that field knowing them little legs cannot go far.
It's you literally not knowing the gender of someone's baby and be like, what's its name?
Uga. My pronouns are UGA. Go dogs.
Anywho,
how are you, friend?
I'm good. I'm tired. Very tired. I'm exhausted. I don't know. It's been a long week, a long day.
Are you sick of seeing me? Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm never sick of seeing you.
Then you should be energetic because we're together.
Again for another episode. I'm surprised you even agreed to do 2 so far. All right. That's enough.
Watch us while we're in person because I don't know how much longer it's gonna last.
Yeah, this is not. I feel like Wangechi says she's gonna give me 3 episodes and that's it, and I'm never gonna see her in person again.
Oh, brother, the genetics are going crazy.
You know, it's okay. Like, if you don't love me, just say that.
This is my sign of love. I'm tickling you.
My thing is, I like quality time. Like I said last episode, parallel play. You stick to your stuff, I'll stick to my stuff, and then be in the same house.
Okay, you weren't saying that when trying to get this camera angling. You kept scooching me closer and closer to you.
That's because you wanted to be all the way. Anyway, we're gonna be here arguing back and forth over nothing, child. But yes, it's another glorious episode, and we're still in Women's History Month. So,
Per.
in honor, as we said before, we're gonna be starting each episode celebrating a woman in history. I want to get who's our woman in history this month.
Our woman in history this month is Dr. Stella Adadevoh. She is the fearless doctor
Fearless.
in Nigeria who actually helped stop the spread of Ebola back in 2014 when it first got to Lagos. So, some patient zero of Nigeria, I believe his name is Patrick Sawyer, came in and he was exhibiting like signs of Ebola.
Mm-hmm.
But it was very like politicized to even dare say like it's in Nigeria. I'm sure with like tourism and all of that stuff, like how that could impact the country.
Mm-hmm.
But she was like, honey, I don't care what you have to say about it. Like this is very much Ebola and he needs to get tested for it.
Yeah.
Because once they start hearing like, oh, Nigeria's testing a patient for Ebola, then that can cause issues. But our good sis said, no, we need to test him.
That is not the case.
Yeah. And unfortunately, but also fortunate that they did test him, but unfortunately, it did come out to be positive. He was suffering from Ebola. But it really helped stop the spread of it because they were able to quarantine him early on, not just treat him for a sickness and let him go and be like, here's your medicine, go. Like she was able to be like, no, he needs to be quarantined, contained. Her and nurse Obi Justina helped take care of him during that period. And unfortunately did lose their lives as well doing that because they contracted Ebola and passed away from it. But because of them, he was the only patient in Lagos to get it. And,
it started and stopped with him.
It started and stopped with him thanks to Dr. Adadevoh. So shout out to her.
We love women in STEM.
Yeah, and you know how populous Lagos is. Like, imagine if he left the hospital with Ebola. Like, Nigeria would have...
And the way a lot of, like, African hospitals are, they're just like, all right, here you go, get out. It's a numbers game. It's like churn them out.
She was not playing that, honey. She said, not over here, not in my hospital, good sis.
Yeah.
So yeah, she prevented a whole pandemic in Nigeria. Like, so I just wanted to shout her out because I feel like people like know about Ebola, but like they don't realize the work that it took to protect people. Like she really had to fight to get this man treatment and quarantine. So
shout out to her. I don't know how many more, doctors like her are out there. I'm sure there's plenty more. But shout out to her
and nurse Obi Justina, because she passed away from taking care of that patient, but like nobody talks about her. Even though she lost her life too doing it.
The unsung heroes.
Exactly. So shout out to our African women in history.
I thought you said you hated that word.
I know, but for them, it feels like they deserve their own word.
History.
Yeah. So African women making history. Had to shout them out.
I'm here for it. Well, we're going to keep this good vibe going all month long. We're going to be shouting out and celebrating women making history or women throughout history who we feel like, need to shed a little bit more light on. Shout out to Dr.
Adadevoh.
I'll be fair in saying Nigerian name wrong because they will come at you in the comments.
I feel like their names are always like phonetically pronounced. Like how you see it is how you pronounce it. So, maybe you need to slow down, say that Oluwa.
Oluwa Femi.
And then once you say that loud, you're like, oh, okay, that's it. That's easy.
Yeah, let me not start diaspora wars. Saying people's names wrong.
But yeah, shout out to Dr. Stella and Nurse OB or Dr. Adadevoh because, Africans don't play that. That's too familiar. Dr. Adadevoh.
Baby, I did not go to school for 12 years plus.
Walk across the river barefoot.
For you to just, like I'm your age mate. Please call me doctor, chief,
Yeah, my dad be like, really like,
Be like,
I
I
am
studied for these
Bishop
degrees.
Doctor. Da, 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 da. But
No,
now that I'm older, before I'd be like doing too much. But now that I'm older, I'm like, I recognize that because, baby, if I put in all these years for schooling or whatever it is to get these titles in front or behind my name,
okay.
recognize them. Thank you.
Because what it was, what's it called? Our friend's sister's wedding that we were at like last year.
Mm.
I realized like all their like stuff, like where their names were. Her name was always Doctor.
I love
I
that.
was like, yes, because she was like, before this MRS, I got this
Oh,
PhD.
mm.
Okay, please respect it
Put some respect on my
behind it.
name. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so I
yeah,
live
yeah.
for it. Yeah, girls, since if you study that hard, of course, claim
Yeah.
your name. But speaking of epidemics, we need to talk about the epidemic that is currently facing the Black community and just Black relationships and Black dating.